Okay, so yeah, the question is, how do Africans relate with technology? It's kind of a general question, but I think there's a couple maybe general answers. So, we've had a huge growth spurt in the usage of mobile phones in Africa, and that's primarily been because there were such big inefficiencies in communication before these came along that it helped us leapfrog. And leapfrogging is not a normal thing, but it happened with mobile phones in Africa. And I think part of the reason why it works so well is because there was this pent-up demand for the need to make things work better. Another thing that's happened is that it's very much part of our culture to have, again, maybe generally speaking, have things that are community oriented, and so it shouldn't be a jump to expect that people jump onto Facebook to stay better connected to their community. It shouldn't be a huge surprise to see people who blog or write stories, because in our African background, there's been a lot of people telling stories for many years. It's this idea of narrative and how you explain things. So one of my good friends, Daoudi Were, says maybe blogging is one of the most African things we can do. We're telling stories. Maybe Facebook and other social networks like Twitter are some of the most African things we can do, because it's about community interacting with each other. So what's happening though is we're starting to see Africans not just consuming other people's technology, but now having the skills and abilities to build our own technology for ourselves. So the new technology we're seeing, the mobile banking surge, not just in Kenya with M-Pesa, but also in Uganda with MTN Money. There's a lot of this big, massive mobile money usage that's really leading the world in how it's changing the paradigm of how money moves. We have things like Ushahidi, which is about crowdsourcing information. We have ways to test SMS by using SMS, whether a drug is counterfeit or not. All these types of tools, like the brick itself, the device. So like the brick here, it's designed and engineered in Nairobi, but it's made to combat a problem that we have in Africa, which is bad power and a different type of internet. We primarily use a mobile-based internet, so SIM cards have to be part of it. This has 8 hours of battery in it. You can put a thumb drive in it and put content onto it, or you can power your phone off of it. So these are the kind of things that we build for our own needs now. And the funny thing about the brick, the same as there is about M-Pesa, the same as there is about Ushahidi, is that these things were designed in Africa, but now sell globally. So there's a change coming, where it's no longer just building products and services for ourselves, but ones that we export to the rest of the world as well.